Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another pre-match show. This is All for United. Temi, aka Temi Talks United, coming with you, and I got my guy Neil Burns hype and excited here. Man, we got 27 people already watching. Everyone, make sure to join on youtube.com/All for United. Again, that's youtube.com/All for United to get this content. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join the movement. As always, that's what I always say. Obviously, we're facing Watford today in the FA Cup after a very disappointing exit during the week to Man City. But we move. We have an opportunity to, advance in a cup. But I'm obviously there's probably going to be some rotation. We're leading up 10 minutes before kickoff. Everyone, make sure to go to youtube.com/All for United. But I'm going to ask my guy Neil right now, how important do you feel the FA Cup is, just in general to Ollie and the team?
Massive. I think this is massive, especially after what happened against City, which was hugely disappointing. This FA Cup run, and let's be honest, if we don't beat Watford, then you don't want to get me back on this show. But this FA Cup, because I think Ollie needs to win something. There comes a point, he's fairly secure in his job now. Pochettino's got the job at PSG. I don't know what sort of clauses Pochettino's got written in. I imagine there's a few. And the so-called journalists out there will be saying, no, Burton, you're a bald-headed idiot. You're talking rubbish again. But Ollie should feel secure, but he needs to win something because he spent money. The team are playing well. The City performance was hugely disappointing to me because we were on a roll. So I think this FA Cup run is massive. And I don't care who we're playing. If we were playing the shite, which is Liverpool, for those who follow me, it's still a massive game tonight because we need to win something. Because can we win the league? Are we fighting above our weight in the league? I don't know. The next 6 weeks could be big. I'd love us to win the league. Don't get me wrong. And potentially we only need a draw in our made-up game, and we're actually, and I'm going to scream it, top of the league. I will scream it if we get top of the league. So I think today's massive. And the whole club is massive, especially with a club in our history. This is why you fell in love with, especially just with Tommy Doherty recently dying, and we all remember Pearson, Pancho. I know that's way above some of the young kids that follow this channel, but you should watch that team in '77. That was a great side. There were some great players in that side. They should have won the league. They shouldn't have sacked Tommy for having it away with the physio's wife. That was true. It was true.
I'm crying. Let's lock back into Watford. Let's lock back into Watford. 60 people still watching with us. Everyone, go right now to youtube.com/United. All for United. Get in the comments too. Let me know your predictions on the lineup. I think we're going to see a Donny van de Beek appearance. I think we're going to see We're going to see a Tuanzebe appearance. Who do you think is a must start in this game, Neil?
Van de Beek. Van de Beek's a must start in every game for me. Every game. If he doesn't start tonight, if I was his agent, I'd be saying, right, we want out. Because I can't believe that he's not started enough games. He's proved time and time again he's never let the team down. He's a class act. I mean, he's a proper class act. He could be at United 10 years and go down as a proper player. When I played football, I'd have loved to have played with a Donny van de Beek because, boy, God, he's a good player. Proper player.
I agree. 100% agree with you. Oh, I think I lost right there.
No, you'll never lose me, Temi.
I'm about to say, I thought I lost you for a second there. My bad. No, I agree. I think it's still so interesting to see how he was our most expensive signing in the summer. And he's, I thought he would have been getting consistent run on the side now. Even if it's from a deeper role, I think it's important to, integrate somebody like that into he's too quality to not get consistent games. He's too quality.
I think he's that good that we don't need Pogba. That's how good I think he is. Even as well, and Pogba's been brilliant the last month, but even as well as Pogba's played, I think he'll be a more consistent player over the next 3 years than Pogba would be over the previous 3 years. And that's how good I think he is.
Fascinating. Very fascinating. He has had some success in his prior club, obviously getting to a cup Champions League semifinal with that team, and doing many other things and winning the league. Also, I want to get on the the topic of who's going to start up front, I think Mason Greenwood. I would personally love to see
Mason
him up top
needs
today. I would love to see him up top today. I don't think he's ready to play up top in the league. Personally, I think he's too lightweight. But in a game like this against Watford, it's a good test. It's a good test because Watford's a championship side. It's not going to be easy by any means for a 19-year-old to play against grown men.
He needs
no matter who they are.
In his legs. He needs 90 minutes in his legs. He needs 90 minutes against a couple of thugs. I'm not saying Watford are thugs. Don't jump over the people. But he needs to be kicked about a bit, and I think it'll toughen him up. I think he needs a bit of toughening up, a bit like all the youngsters do when they're coming through. Rashford went through it. They've all gone through it. All the players at United did. Ferguson sent them on loan to go through it. Greenwood just needs a bit of toughening up, and this is the sort of game could be because he'll kill him for pace. I mean, Greenwood could catch pigeons. He's quick enough.
I agree. I think we might see either Martial or Gallo starting up top and Mason playing on the right. But personally, I think this is the type of game where we want to see that initial test.
I'd stick Mason up front, stick him down the middle, and let him go.
Yeah. Let's get in these comments. Let's get in these comments real quick. First of all, Fred Woodward, thank you so much for the shout out here. We reached 2K. We reached 2K the other last week, I believe, or probably early this week. I can't remember.
I've not been well.
Wow.
You're not keeping up to date.
But a big accomplishment for the channel. And make sure everyone right now, if you are joining us for the first time, give us a shout out. Let us know you're joining for the first time. I'll give you a shout out. And hit the like button on YouTube, youtube.com/AllForUnited. Is he being molded for Pogba when he leaves in the summer? In my opinion, I believe that's not really the case. I do think it's a midfielder for a midfielder, but Pogba possesses kind of, different qualities to Donny and vice versa. I don't think it's a like-for-like replacement. I think it's somebody in the side that can, provide an offensive spark.
I'm slightly with Ashley on that one. I think Pogba's gone, Donny steps in.
Interesting.
I don't think the two of them can play in the same side.
No, I agree. I would sort of kind of agree. We saw a 5-0. Don't forget, they played together in that 5-0 against Leipzig, which was probably one of our best performances this season.
And how did that turn out? We never qualified.
I'm talking specifically about that game, But Bruno and Rashford have to be
European style of football is different to the FA Cup and the Premier League over here. Premier League's a bit more gung-ho. It's a bit more, you've got to put your foot in a bit. In European, you could step on the ball and play a bit. You can put your foot on the ball. Don't mean step on the ball. You look like an idiot.
Yep.
It's a different
we're 2 minutes away from lineup reaction. Everyone who is watching, make sure to share this on YouTube. Let your friends know about the channel. Let your friends know about the stream right now. I love the wine that my man Neil has. I wish I had a glass with me. I'm going to read this comment real quick. Donny will take the ball in tight areas, move it on at speed against sides that will sit deep and needs to play. Completely agree. Can't see Gallo starting has to be short of Matt.
No chance.
Really.
I've got no chance.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see. It would be interesting. I'm curious to see what's happening. We got 2 minutes. Quick question for you on the City game, Neil. I'm curious how you feel about our chances to win a trophy this season. We have 1 more minute to lineups, and I'll get your score predictions. But let me know how you feel about City, and then give me your score predictions real quick.
Do you know what annoyed me about the City game? It wasn't so much the game; it was the games leading up to it when we played so well and we crushed teams, like we slaughtered Leeds. And if anybody knows me, I fucking hate Leeds. And we battered teams and we looked great. And then we came up against City, and I thought, now, this is our chance. This is our opportunity to put a marker down, and we failed. And that 11 that went out didn't get the job done, and they need to step it up again. And we need to pick the ball up and start running with it. I love a cliche, by the way. I normally stay a million miles away from them, but we need to win a trophy this year, and we're running out of opportunities. We need to. I'd love us to win the FA Cup. I'd love us to win the league. But if we couldn't win the league, I'd love to win the FA Cup, because that is the best day out you'll ever have. FA Cup final at Wembley Stadium, epic. And by the way, before I go, and I know Temi's going to kick me off, can every single person that follows me send Temi a message saying good luck the Baltimore Ravens tomorrow night?
Hey, man.
I think they're going to need it. I think they're going to need it.
I appreciate that. It's a big game.
And by the way, Temi, I'm only doing this show because Temi's doing it, and I've been rough as a badger's backside the last couple of weeks. But
I
Temi's my man. I'm not letting him
Amen.
down.
I appreciate you. Hey, score prediction, Neil, real quick before you head off.
4-0.
4-0.
Yeah.
You heard it here first from Neil Burton. 4-0 tonight. I like that. I like that. That's gonna get me putting some money down. I like that. But Neil, my guy, appreciate you. I'm gonna talk to you real soon, Neil. These lineups are gonna come out real soon. And we're gonna have plenty. Love you too, bro. We have plenty of other guests coming in. Everyone who's watching, make sure to go to youtube.com/all4united. Get in the comments, people. I want to see your comments, your thoughts real quick. The lineup should be coming out pretty soon. They should be coming out pretty soon. Here we go. Lineups confirmed. I love it. Lineups are confirmed. I'm going to see it here really quickly. Okay, so and goal is Henderson. We have Brandon Williams is getting a start today. Tuanzebe and Bailly are getting a start today. I like that. I really like that. Tuanzebe and Bailly starting at center backs. Tellez at left back. McTominay, Van de Beek, Mata, and Lingard as the midfield four. It looks like it in James and Greenwood. Very interesting. So it might be a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, fascinating. I like that. I like that back four specifically because that's a back four that I would actually like to see potentially in the future. All depends on Eric Bailly's health. Guys, in about 9 minutes, we're going to have a couple more fans joining with us. Everyone, make sure to go to youtube.com/all4united. I'm going to post this on the page real quick. Everyone, get your thoughts in. Let me see what your thoughts are, man. I need a Gallo in that lineup. VDB and Lingard starts. Actually, my guy, Bar Wister, you're watching on Twitter. Make sure to go to youtube.com/all4united right now. Just help join us real quick, bro. Join us real quick over there. VDB and Lingard starts. That center back pairing is beast mode. Ashley Bird says, I completely agree. Stuart O'Hara says, Donnie, extremely excited to see him start. Lingard starts. I mean, that's an interesting one to me. That's a very interesting one to me. Jesse Lingard starting for Manchester United and God knows how long. Going to YouTube. Hey, my guy, I appreciate you. Everyone who's watching on Twitter right now, make sure to get on YouTube. youtube.com/all4united. Hit the subscribe button right there. Mata and Donnie are great. Lingard energy is needed. Yeah, so I'm curious to see how it's going to work. I'm guessing it's going to be a 4-2-3-1 again, like normal. I'm trying to pick out how that is going to work. It looks like Mason Greenwood starting up top. First of all, that's exciting news. That's very exciting news. I'm guessing it's going to be James on the left. Will it be James on the left? This is interesting. Actually, let me talk about the subs. The subs, De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Matic, Fred, Fernandez, Martial, Rashford, Gallo. So essentially like 90% of our starting lineup is on the bench. Very fascinating. I'm excited about this. Like the lineup a lot. I'm very happy, very pleased with it. I'm trying to work out who's going to play where in that front four. Maybe it's a double. Actually, it might be a double pivot of McTominay and Van de Beek, then Mata through the middle, James on the left, Lingard on the right, Greenwood up top. I think that's what it's going to be. I'm predicting it right now. Little disappointed there's no kids involved. Do not be disappointed about that. Do not be disappointed about the kids not playing today. You do understand this. I mean, it is Watford, but they did beat us last year. They did beat us last year. I said this on the preview. People laughed. They also beat Liverpool last year, which Joe reminded me about. So this is not like a game where you play. These are grown men. This is not a game where you put 4 of the academy kids in and think they're going to win. I didn't watch the Liverpool game yesterday, but, Villa played their kids essentially versus Liverpool's starting lineup and got absolutely washed. But it's okay. I mean, we want to win this competition, and obviously Liverpool did too, playing, that whole game against that team was laughable. This will be tough. Need experience guys in there, 100%. This is not going to be Watford's not a League 2 team. This is not could Watford feasibly be better than West Brom? Probably. I mean, it's not a crazy notion to say that, and we just beat West Brom 1-0. This is not the type of game, this is not the type of game where you bring in the kids, unless you play maybe 1 or 2. Hammer, I got off work. Oh, that's funny, bro. Maybe next time on the weekends, because that's when I can do this. Ridiculous bench. Bruno Rashford deserved a night off a month ago. 100%, and I think they are going to get that night off. I'm surprised there's not a little bit more youth on the bench. Like maybe we could have seen. Actually, no, I'm thinking about it. A lot of the people I want to see are going out on loan, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing. Everyone, go to youtube.com/all for United in 5 minutes. My guy Sean from the Worldwide Red Show is going to be joining me. I'm going to get his thoughts on the lineup. I'm going to post this. I'm going to post this. I'm going to post this really quickly on. Post this really quickly on the on Twitter real quick. And we'll go from there. But guys, keep getting in the comments. Keep getting in the comments. Yep. Keep getting in the comments, everyone. I want to know what your thoughts are. Drop your score predictions too. It might be early, but hey, who cares? Does not matter. I like the lineup though. I'm glad to see the Tuanzebe. That's the most interesting thing about this game is Tuanzebe and Bai starting as a partnership. Man, I appreciate that, bro. Temi, that shirt is lit. Love it. Yes, got to support my Super Eagles at all times. You know what I'm saying? I am blessed to support 2 international teams, U.S. national team, Nigerian national team. It's a lot of fun to do that, by the way. A lot of people underestimate that. You get 2 people to support in the World Cup. It's kind of lit. It's kind of lit. Yes, but guys, get your thoughts in the comments. Where is everybody right now? Usually the comments are going crazy. We still have a decent amount of people watching. Stuart, hey, whoever's on YouTube, let me know how many likes we have right now. Everyone who is on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitter, go to youtube.com/all for United and let me know how many likes there are on the page. We want to get to 25 likes. We want to get to 25 likes ASAP. ASAP, you know what I'm saying? ASAP like Rocky. But let's see really quickly. How does everyone feel about Lingard starting today? Very fascinating. I didn't think he was going to even get a start today, honestly. That's funny. Me and Ashley are on the same page. What does everyone make of Lingard getting a shop window job for me? Yeah, no, I would agree with that. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. It's weird. The Jesse Lingard thing is weird because, you know, I feel like every United fan has this like love for him. But after what was it? After last season, I completely just told myself the first 3 months, what I saw from him, I said I'm done. Wipe my hands clear. But I'm happy for him. He's getting a start today in the FA Cup. He scored big goals for us in the FA Cup, as we all well know. Scored the winner in the last FA Cup final we played in, or we won, excuse me. Edinson Cavani will play. No, he is still serving a suspension, I believe. For I think the comments he made on Instagram or whatever. Pretty silly. We're at 9 likes. Everybody hit the like button. There's 16 people watching right now. Hit the like button. I might let Sean get in a little early and get his thoughts really quick. Good that Maguire's getting a rest also. 100%. Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof getting a rest. I like it. I can't remember the last time Harry Maguire got rested, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So possible Pulisic was going to start into the Lingard, but then got the virus thing. Someone said that above. Interesting. I'm going to let Sean in right now, though. Sean from the Worldwide Red Show, my guy. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? Good afternoon for us, at least. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, guys? Good to see everyone. Good to see you, Temi. At the end of the day, man, I'm just excited to be alive right now. You know what I mean? We survived 2020, and we're looking at 2021 like, come on, let's go. You know, right now it's hard for me to really get excited this early in the competition because my whole shift, I'm still disappointed. I feel like we've went out of 2 competitions prematurely, and I'm still a little irritated by it, and I can remain salty for a long time. So my focus is mostly on the league, man. I'm excited about this potential that we're going to go top just this week once we get this W against Burnley. But ultimately, you know, when I see things like Lingard starting, I really think that, I believe it was Ashley's comment. I was getting ready to say, I feel like Jesse's one of those guys that has some market value. I think that honestly for his own career, I think he should be playing at a mid-table Premier League club. I still think he has a lot to offer clubs like that, especially when it comes to, you know, even Dan James. I know people give Dan James a lot of stick. I give Dan James a lot of stick because I personally don't think he's anywhere close to a starter for United. He's more of a tool that can be used in certain games. But if you put Dan James in a West Brom type side where the side's constantly under attack, where he can run in behind, I think he could do bits in the league for a different team. And I think Jesse offers the same thing. So I would not be shocked if we seen Jesse played more down the middle. Because we know Ollie almost always goes 4-2-3-1. People see the lineup and they get all excited and say, diamond, 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 when it's almost never a diamond. They just see four midfielders. Pogba almost always plays off the left in the 4-2-3-1 now. It's not a diamond. But ultimately, Jesse gives you that energy in the midfield too. So Juan Mata, I think there'll be a lot of interchanging between the front three. But Jesse might just be on the shop window. It'd be good for him. I'd like to be able to sell him. The problem with us shipping players is we pay too much to everybody. We can't get rid of people. People are like, why are we getting rid of the Deadwood? Because no one will pay them.
No, I agree.
Ed Woodward wants Boca Juniors to pay like £5 million for Marcus Rojo. Why? His contract, he's on like 80 to 100 grand a week. How are they going to buy him and pay him? What?
Yeah.
Man, that's on us, bro. So ultimately, the lineup doesn't shock me. I think that the one big shock is Maguire isn't playing because he always plays.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that real quick. How do you feel about this Tuanzebe Baye thing? I am actually personally very excited by it. I think that is a partnership that I feel like United fans are dreaming about in their head in terms of everyone's talking about we need a pacey center back next to Maguire, right? But Tuanzebe and Baye both kind of give you athleticism, they give you pace. I think Tuanzebe is pretty good on the ball. I think Baye's pretty good on the ball when he's thinking straight. You know
he's
what I'm
not
saying?
being ridiculous going Croydon
yeah, exactly.
in the box amongst four people.
Exactly. But how do you feel about that? I'm excited to see it. I want to know. I want to get your thoughts real quick,
bro. I'm trying to avoid talking about center backs because I'm still salty over what happened the other day. I hate losing the City, especially losing another semifinal. And I personally feel like we bottled it. I feel like the team bottled it. I feel like the staff bottled it because Baye should have been playing that game. Whenever Baye plays besides Maguire, Baye has, he allows us to play a higher line. And matter of fact, Harry Maguire looks way better when you have someone like Eric Baye beside him. Right now, Maguire and Lindelof, you can just tell that something's happened there where they don't give each other any confidence. And so it's just frustrating that, we all can see it. And they say, well, they don't want Eric Baye to play more than so many games in a row. Man, well, he could get hurt any moment. We have 5 days rest. So for me, this is the game. Today, for me, it should be Lindelof and Axel. And then Baye should have been rested this game. So for the Burnley game, because we're going to need Eric Baye against a team like Burnley, where at the end of the day, they're going to play in the air. They'll be physical. And so poor Vic is going to get slammed by the fan base when he's been playing with darn near a broken back. So, ultimately, I'm excited to see, Axel, because we don't doubt Axel's potential. He's rapid too. I didn't realize how fast he was until that first PSG game. That guy was not. Everyone knows, man, like Mbappe's got mad motors. He's like 99 on the speed on FIFA. He's just rapid. But Axel was like, come see me. I'm running with you. And so I'm excited to see it. I think that Axel is going to have to be the veteran in this partnership. He's going to have to be the captain everyone thinks that he has the potential to be, because we all know Eric Baye is liable to do a madness. So ultimately, I think that it's going to be good to see them both playing together, but I would have liked to have seen Baye in the last game get a rest and then really get this real Premier League run out.
So I have a hot take about that game that a lot of people probably are going to disagree on. I thought Lindelof and Maguire were our best players against Man City. I really do. And people think I'm crazy about that. People think I'm crazy for that. I know they're the ones who made the initial mistake. They cost us the game with the goal. Yes. But that being said, everyone, if you watch the show, you know my feelings about Harry Maguire. We're not getting value for money ever. But I thought he played pretty well considering the circumstances. We never had control of the game. Yeah. Lindelof and Maguire spent a majority of that game putting out fires. that you're not thinking about in the moment because you're angry that we give away the ball, we're on the back, we're defending 90% of the time. If I thought they played relatively well, but that being said, the big moments, those moments are the reason why Lindelof and Maguire probably will never win a title together. That moment.
For me, watching that game back, the City game, the issue is that let's not beat around the bush here. Kevin De Bruyne hits the post. They should have scored goals from open play. Mm-hmm. So I'm with you. I didn't want to tweet it because I've been away from social media and stuff a little bit because of some family issues with COVID. But at the end of the day, man, I thought Maguire played amazing except for 2 moments, and those moments both cost goals. I'm not talking about them two, how they played that night. I'm talking about how we can play as a team tactically. Like, I feel like we can play different with Eric Bailly. And it don't even have to be Maguire. It could be Bailly and Lindelof. I don't mind either or, because I think that Vic and Harry are fairly similar, except Harry's better in the air. I think Vic is better defending the ball across the ground. I think that Vic is better playing against European style Champions League.
Yes.
I personally, I watched Victor Lindelof when he was playing in Portugal pocket Ousmane Dembele. Everyone talks about Dembele. I watched Vic eat his lunch, and that's when I was like, look, man, this guy Victor's pretty good. But for me, I feel like we need that different, that yin and yang, to complement each other. And we need to be able, for example, Maguire and Lindelof both look so much better when they're comfortable on the ball, pushing into the attack as well, past midfield. Bailly gives them that opportunity to do that because he's rapid. He'll defend it. And I think that's the problem that we're having there. And It frustrates me that I think that Ollie, if we see it, Ollie knows it too. But I think one of Ollie's weaknesses as a manager is that sometimes his loyalty to certain people and players clouds his judgment of what's best for the team. He'll make that call.
Yeah, let's. I like this comment from Stuart. So excited for this center back pairing. Bailly reads the play well, and Axel has got pace to burn, so much potential.
Yeah. Just got to keep them both fit. They're both constantly injured.
10 likes, get over on YouTube and hit 10 likes, get us to 20 likes before we're off this stream. I'm not playing with y'all. Get us to 20 likes, support the movement real quick. And yes, fastest center back pairing in the competition. I mean, I don't watch every team that's in this competition, so I can't answer that question.
Guys, everybody watching as well, everyone watching, this is what will guarantee United win. What you need to do is a little bit of voodoo. What you do is go ahead right now, take your fingers like this and move them. All of you that are watching this in the comments, just move your fingers, move your shoulders, right? Turn your fingers this way, right? Like, do it for Jesse, and then hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the likes up.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button, man.
Come on, free seats.
Hit the like button for us, y'all. Hit the like button for us. And get your thoughts in the comments. We love to put your comments up here and get a dialogue going. I love when that happens. Sean, we have 2 minutes left. Real quick, I want to get your first goal scorer and what your score prediction is for this game.
Yeah, I think the first goal scorer, because we're playing against Watford, is most likely going to be Jesse, especially in the FA Cup. He's just due one. And he can vanish forever. He can play terrible for a while, and all of a sudden he just pops up and scores. And so I'm just going to go for that, ultimately, that he's going to score. Donnie likes to push into the attack. I'd love to see him score. Here's one thing I would say about this match. I need all my United friends and family to remember this. If Donnie doesn't have the best game, calm down. Don't act like he's some scrub. Remember who he's getting to play with. I hate when our fan base does this. Well, he got his chance. Look at Pogba. Pogba was bad for years. He had Andreas Pereira playing in front of him. Calm down. The fact is, we forget that. Ultimately, for me, United's going to win this 4-1. Because just for whatever reason, we don't like to keep clean sheets, and somehow at the end of the match, something's going to happen, dirty free kick or something. I don't know, but we're going to win today and get through.
Appreciate you, bro. I love that. 4-1. It was 4-0 for Neil, 4-1 for Sean. Wow, this is going to be a high-scoring game. It sounds like, according to our lovely fans right here. Sean, I appreciate you as always. Thank you for hopping on the show with me. Yes, sir. And I'll talk to you.
Everyone go follow Temi as well. Get him up to 2,000 followers.
Appreciate you. I'll talk to you.
Subs.
I'll talk to you very soon, bro. Talk to you very soon. Yes, sir. And I got my guy James on the stream right now. My guy James, what is going on?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, bro. Can't complain. Can't complain. Very excited for this match. How are you feeling, bro? How are you feeling about the lineup? What are your thoughts on, Greenwood looks like starting up top. Interesting new back four that we're seeing. Pretty young back four. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, there's a lot to be excited about, isn't there? I think it's a relief that Van der Beek's playing. I think I was listening to you earlier. It definitely would have been a situation where if he didn't play in this game, you would sort of be thinking, where is he going to play? Is that going to be it for his United career? But it's good to see him playing. Really excited to see Greenwood down the middle because he was in his main goal this season was against Leipzig, wasn't it, at home? And that was when he was playing in a 2 centrally up front. So it'd be good to see him down the middle again. And then, the whole back four is exciting. I think this would be a good game for Telles to get his confidence back up. I don't think he's been as good as he could have been since coming in. So, if he's got the opportunity to whip some balls into Greenwood, then I'm all for it. Williams at right back will be a good test to see if he can provide competition to Wan-Bissaka. And then, like you were saying earlier, that back line of Bailly and Tuanzebe, you just got to hope that they work well together because, this probably is the quickest back line in the competition. So, yeah, excited. McTominay's captain as well. I think that would be good. It's good to keep it within the club. Academy player getting the captain's armband. And I hope if it is Jesse Lingard's last game, which some people are saying it is, then I really hope he gets on the score sheet and gives us the win. So I'm pretty happy.
No, yeah, I agree. I definitely am pleased with the lineup. I think this is a strong lineup without and this is something I mentioned on the preview too. We need to rotate, but we need to have a strong lineup that can go out there and dominate this team. And I think we have enough ball retention in the side with Donny, with Mata. We have enough pace at the back. We have offensive fullbacks, something I'm very interested to see because I think both Telles and Brandon Williams are both more renowned for what they can do going forward as opposed to, their defensive capabilities. So, this is a good test to see, hey, do we need to truly invest in, we talked about Max Aarons at right back. That's been a rumor, but I never truly believed it, to be honest with you. This is an opportunity to say, hey, maybe we don't need to buy another right back. Can Brandon Williams be the answer? What do you think? What do you think, James?
It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because he's had quite a few good performances, but he's also had a few that have shown he's not quite at this level yet. I think he's one of those players that's too good for the under 23s, but not quite good enough for the starting 11. So I think it's obviously going to be difficult as a left back that's right footed. I think it's always going to be difficult. So I think this will be an opportunity for him to really see what he can do. He won't be marking Ismail Assar either because he plays off the right. So that'll be good for him. It'll make things a bit easier. Let Telles handle him with all his experience. So I think I'm really hoping he does well in this game, get his confidence up a bit, and we really see what he's all about because it's always nice to have academy lads in the team. Obviously, he was captain when he was in the under 23s, so he's someone that United will really want to build their defense around in the future. So I do hope he does well today.
I completely agree. I had such a love affinity for Brandon Williams last season. As soon as he came in, I thought he was a breath of fresh air. I think a lot of people were frustrated. I'm not a Luke. I like Luke Shaw personally at left back. A lot of people were frustrated with Luke though at the time. He wasn't progressing forward. The stats show that as much as he is this season. And Brandon was kind of a breath of fresh air. But then, as the season progresses and people understand your game more, he kind of got found out. The Sevilla game was kind of the culmination of us seeing that maybe he needs a loan away or he needs some time to kind of develop his game. But this is a big opportunity for him. I think if he steps in and he performs, he can look at the manager and say, hey, when you need me, you can call upon me and I will put in a performance for you. And it's the same thing with Tuanzebe. He has a big opportunity here. I think last year, Ollie wanted to incorporate him into the side, maybe give him that potential starting role next to Harry Maguire, and then he gets injured, obviously. But how do you feel about Tuanzebe as well? I think people are talking about getting a center back, and he must be thinking like, I want that starting center back role more than anybody. I want to be the guy next to Harry Maguire because obviously Harry's probably not ever going to get displaced from his position. I want to be that number 2 center back. Do you think he has the ability to be that, or do we still need to dip into the market quickly?
I do think it's getting to a point where it's make or break with him because obviously he did well in that PSG game in a 3, so it'd be very interesting to see how he does in a 2. but I think there's got to be something going on behind the scenes if he's not getting a look in at all. So I think he's what, like 22, 23 now, which is not young for a player anymore. So I do think he's getting to the point where it's make or break. I have all the faith that he will make it at United. I think he's a quality defender. We saw that in his full season at Villa. He was probably the best defender in that league that season in the Championship. So he's got the ability and he's definitely got time on his side. I just think it's getting more and more important that every game he plays to the best of his ability, like he did it in Paris, and he just needs to stay injury free as well.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a really good player in there. Obviously, he was a part of a Villa team that got promoted and did really well. Aston Villa fans, if you ask them about Tuanzebe, they'll just laud over him. You know, Tyrone Mings is Aston Villa's captain. I think Tuanzebe is better than Tyrone Mings. I truly believe that with my whole heart. And I do think there is a player in there. Obviously, injuries kind of make it difficult. You know, does he need a loan spell? Maybe. I wouldn't do it. I would just, throw him in the deep end and see if he sinks or swims, like you kind of said, make or break for him. But that being said, I think him and Bailly as a partnership is very exciting. Very exciting for the casual fan. Very excited for Manchester United fans. It's gonna be really interesting to see what's gonna happen today. Let's get in the comments real quick. William stepping up as competition for AWB will solve a lot of issues. Hasn't played right back at this level. Let's hope the boy can kick on. Completely agree with that. Don't know what's happened behind the scenes, but Brandon has proper fallen out of favor. I don't think it's I genuinely don't think it's a behind the scenes thing. I really believe it's he needs to step up and prove himself. I think the Sevilla game last, the semifinal loss, he played really, really poorly and kind of showed that he needs more development if he wants to play at this level. And there's nothing wrong with that. Laird on loan, that's the right back we need as backup, not Williams. I feel like, what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that, James? I'm gonna get your. This is an interesting comment. I'm gonna get your thoughts real quick.
I can't say I've seen enough of him to comment fully on it. He obviously had a very good game, the half an hour that he played today against Burnley, which is no easy task for any defender. So he thrived in that. I think from what I've seen and heard is he just needs to bulk up, improve that defensive ability, and he should be all set to go. Because at the minute in the academy, he can get away with playing as just a wing back. I think going forward he's incredible. He's like effectively playing right midfielder, but they've just not got that ability in the opposition to punish him defensively. But I think going forward you'll see, if he was put into the first team now, I think you'd see he does have frailties going backwards. So he's only 18, 19, isn't he? So there's time to get those out of him. But I think for the time being, Brandon Williams is probably a better option if you're looking at a solid rotation option. But we just have to see how the two develop. I think this loan to MK Dons is probably the best thing for him. We'll really get to see what he's all about.
100%. I think that's where we need to pump the brakes on our academy players. Don't put too much pressure on them. When they're coming into the side, they're not going to be ready right away. You can't just say, "Oh, Ethan Laird should be our backup right back." Like that's a lot of pressure to put on a 19-year-old kid. Not every 19-year-old kid's Mason Greenwood. You got to understand that. Mason Greenwood's one every, 10,000. There's not many kids who come in and just can make an impact immediately. And Ethan Laird is going to be a good professional. I believe that with my whole heart, but we have to see it for ourselves. And I think a loan out is how you see that. We're seeing it with the likes of Garner. I believe Levitt's on loan, if I'm not mistaken. Now Laird's on loan. Like, these players need, they need real game time against grown men, not under 23s. The gap between grown men's football and under 23s is pretty massive. So I think everyone needs to understand that and see where we go from there. Let's see. So we're 13 likes. Temi's not moving until we get to 20. Guys, please hit that like button for your boy. Hit that like button for your boy. We don't have too much time left on the show. I'm going to make sure I respect my the guest I have here's time. But let's get in the comments real quick. The main thing with Tuanzebe is if he can stay injury free, he has the talent, just needs to put together a run of games. Maguire Tuanzebe works really well on paper, hoping Axel works out long term. I completely agree with that. I hope he works out long term as well. But James, real quick, what are your score predictions? And I want to get your first goal scorer.
I can't look past Mason Greenwood for first goal scorer. I think if we score the first goal, it'll be him. I think of that front line, Mata's playing, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, so his finishing can at times be off, and I think across the rest of the team, you're not going to get that brilliant finishing. So I'll go Mason Greenwood first goal, and then I think 3-1. I don't think we'll score 4, but I do think we'll concede as well. So I'll go 3-1, Mason Greenwood score first.
Okay. Can't complain about that score. I think that's a pretty accurate and fair score line. I appreciate you, James. Thank you so much for your time. Everyone, make sure to hit that like button. James, thank you so much for joining us, and I'll talk to you very, very shortly, bro.
Thanks for having me. See you in a bit.
Of course, see you in a bit. And everyone, I'm going to be on here for a little bit longer. Everyone, I want to see who's Jacob, Stewart. Drop your score predictions in here. Who else is on? Ashley, I see Ashley making comments. Felix is making comments. Fred is making comments. All of you, drop your score predictions in here really quick for me. And, you know, I want to get your thoughts real quick on what we're going to – the score prediction. I'm predicting a 2-0, and people might think that's low scoring. I haven't seen Watford's side, to be fair. Actually, let me look at that really quickly. Let me see Watford's side really quickly. I see your comments coming up, guys. Let me real quick. Okay, these are a lot of former Premier League players. My Nigerian brother, Truce Kong at center back. Will Houston, Premier League player. Nathan Chalobah, former Premier League player. Ismail Assar, we wanted to buy him. Andre Gray, former Premier League player. You know, not a awful side, but I think it's going to be 2 banks of 4 and a lot of time to break them down. Liking the Nigeria. Hey, appreciate you, boss. Got to represent my colors all the time. You know what I'm saying? 4-1 from Jacob OC. Wow, we're getting a lot of 4-0s and 4-1s. I'm going for a rare clean sheet. 4-0. Oh my goodness. 2-1 from Fred Woodward. Seems more realistic to me, bro. United 3-1. Not a bad score line. Greenwood brace. That would be. I want that. I want a Mason Greenwood brace. That would be beautiful. I'm going to be negative and think it'll be one of those tight games, and Ollie will have to throw on Bruno and Rashford to win it late. That's not negative. That's an opinion. You know, that's not too negative. If you feel that way, you feel that way, Ashley. That's okay. I think it's gonna be 2-0. I don't think we're gonna need to bring on Bruno and Rashford, but I think it's just gonna be a tight game because they're gonna sit back and be compact, and you know, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to break down. It's looking for like a 2-0 scoreline in favor of United, 100%. Everyone hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me before I log off. Real quick, hit that like button for me. Support the movement, y'all. Yeah, like I said, 2-0. And my first goal scorer is gonna be Mason Greenwood. It's gonna be Mason Greenwood. So everyone, I'm gonna sign off real soon. João Pedro will be their main threat. Very good young striker. I don't know who that is actually. So let's see it. Is he? He is 19. Wow. Okay. That is a young striker. João Pedro, a very good young striker. Yeah, I don't know who that is, so I'm excited to see him play. Guys, I'm gonna sign off. Everyone, make sure if you haven't hit the like button for us, hit the like button for us. Support the movement. The more likes we get, the more views we're gonna get. The more views we're gonna get, the more comments we're gonna get, and that's what we're trying to do. Build a channel for fans to have their opinion and have their say. Appreciate you guys always. Cheers, Stuart. Cheers, Fred. Appreciate all of you. I will talk to you all very, very soon. I actually predicted Greenwood would score on my United app. Oh, like it. Everyone, appreciate you. I'm going to talk to you all very, very soon. After the game, I will be live with a few other United fans and contributors. See what I'm saying? So everyone, make sure to join after the game for the post-match reaction. Your boy's going to be there. It's going to be a good time as always. We're going to have a lot of fun. I don't know what else to say. But like I said, people, I will talk to y'all. I will see y'all very, very soon. Stay blessed.